Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode for the Coaching Conversations podcast. Now, we are on Stitcher, we are on iTunes, and multiple different channels. Please check us out. Now, one of the things that you'll get out of our podcast episodes is a lot of content, a lot of strategy. It's not fluff, it's not concept, yet we really want you to engage with the content and let us know your feedback. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. If there's topics you'd love to have us address, we would love to share them with you. Let us know your impact and let us know your feedback. Are you ready to eat? Are you ready to eat feedback? When I think about eat feedback, it is an acronym and a methodology that we teach for people who want to become approachable and coachable. And that includes individual contributors and leaders. I think one of the most powerful things that we can do to give somebody who's our leader and even our peers is the power of approachability and coachability. You know, we don't talk about this and we don't teach it in our school systems. Our reaction to feedback speaks to our character. It speaks to our communication. It speaks to our ability to confront or be confronted, our ability to be collaborated with. And if we are always rebuttaling feedback such as, well, can you give me an example? And then we explain it away, or we say things like, oh, okay, and we walk away and say, well, totally disagreed with that feedback. What we're really doing is cutting ourselves off, yet we are sending a message to the other person. And we may not say this is our intent. Most people will say it's not their intent. We are pushing people away from us. We are basically saying to that person or saying to other people, get away from me. Now, someone listening to this might say, no way. I said, if I fold my arms and I roll my eyes, I am telling somebody, don't ever give me feedback again. So it's not fun. It's not sexy. It's not exciting. It's very uncomfortable. It's like scratching a chalkboard. Practice getting feedback. You will exponentially differentiate yourself within 30 days. How do you do that? You eat feedback. EAT is an acronym for embrace, ask, and tell. So if someone comes up to me and says, Tim, when you were doing your presentation, you were speaking really fast. And I do, by the way. You can probably tell. And I work on it. And so I'll tell people, give me feedback. Even give me like a hand signal to slow down, and then I'll take a deep breath. But when someone gives me feedback and I ask for that feedback and say, well, no, I had a lot of content to cover, I'm basically saying, don't give me feedback. I invited it, but now I'm slapping your hand when you put your hand out with a gift of feedback. And we often say, feedback is a gift. No, feedback really sucks at times because nobody really is conditioned to hear things about themselves that they don't like. So we have to reframe our relationship with it. Number one, feedback is perspective. It is not always cloaked in accuracy. It does not mean we dismiss it. Number two, we typically accept or not accept feedback based on agreement or disagreement. So if somebody says to me, you didn't cover this subject well, and I start to defend it, I've cut myself off from clarity. And the foundation of my rebuttal is I disagreed with the feedback. And when we're in the moment of getting feedback we don't like to hear, we are not rational or logical. We are emotional, and we take things out of context, and we feel defensive. So how do you combat that? You eat it. So when someone says, Tim, you're talking too fast, I embrace it by saying, first of all, thanks a lot for the feedback. Let me ask you, what specific suggestions would you give me? And someone says, practice deep breaths. Put a note by your presentation notes and where it says, take a pause, take a deep breath. Kind of like what I just did right now. And then when somebody gives me that and they've answered my ask, the A of eat, I then tell them what I'm going to do with their feedback. And I say, well, Lisa, it's a great suggestion. I'm going to do exactly that. Guess what just happened? Lisa is now more willing to give me feedback than someone who rebuttals or fights or resists the feedback. It's human nature. You're going to gravitate to the people who are accepting. You're not going to gravitate to the people who are not accepting. So the next time, and if you really want to become great and you want to feel different within 30 days, go up to friends, Go up to peers, go up to subordinates, go up to upper level managers, certainly go to your boss and ask for feedback. And here's how you do it. What are 2 things I'm doing really, really well? And what's that one area where you would encourage me to improve? It doesn't have to be cloaked in constructive feedback. That area where you can improve, you'll feel better about it. And then when you're done, they're done, you eat the feedback. You embrace ask and tell. And you'll notice a huge difference within 30 days. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.